everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are going to head on over to Reddit and see what craziness the Huns have been up to. It's been a little while since I've done a Reddit video, so I can only assume that the Huns have been doing what they do best, which is trying to sell overpriced products, and of course, the whole main point of being a Hun is trying to recruit every single person that you come in contact with. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, please subscribe. I did also open up memberships on the channel, so if that is something you are at all interested in, there should be a join button below. Also make sure to check out my description for all my fun links to my Poshmark, my Patreon, my social medias, and my anti-MLM playlists are always linked below. And with all of that said, let's get started. So this says, tell me you're stupid without telling me you're stupid. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So I'm walking through the mall today and this girl from a pop-up booth asked me if I would like to try a hand cream. I smell it first and ask her if you can eat it. She laughs and says, no, don't eat it. And then goes on to ask me what I use for post-shave cream because she has a product that only has to be applied once a year. I asked her if you can eat it. She laughs again. I say that I can eat mine. I use essential oils and nothing will come close. Whew. If you're supposed to apply this cream to your hands, but not supposed to eat it, maybe they eat with their feet. LOL, I love this. Hee hee hee. I love it. I think I may go to the mall. Perfect. This didn't happen. This is definitely a, thing that in r/that happened, that Huns will, think of these ideas of, oh, what if I went to the mall and I, bothered the person who is just trying to do their job and sell hand cream to me or, test hand cream on me. And I'm like, well, can you eat it? It's like, what? I would be so confused if somebody said that to me if I was, showing them a product and their first question would be like, can I eat it? I'm like, this is not a consumable product. And also, it's a hand cream. Are they saying that they use oils as a hand cream? I mean, I guess I'm not surprised somebody that would be in either doTERRA or Young Living would just lather themselves up in oils. It's doTERRA, of course it is. Would just lather themselves up in oil. I mean, they literally think the oils just solve every world's problem and that they are the ones that know the secret. And no, you just bought a starter kit cost, and certain oils are good for certain things, but to, claim that they can cure all these things and that you replace them with everything in your house. Literally, I went from having no oils to my whole life is consumed by oils, and I don't look crazy. You're the crazy one for not using oils all the time. And it's like, yes, we are the crazy ones. That's what the comments say. Yeah, if I remember right, ingesting essential oils is also terrible for you. Apparently, even over-smelling them can cause seizures. Oh, wow. Also, using them in diffusers can be toxic to your pets as well. I have heard that. Yeah, and for children. And a lot of these people in MLMs will, promote using certain oils for your children or for your pets, and that is so not okay. So not okay. And it just is so disgusting that these, yes, they probably put out these disclaimers and stuff in doTERRA and Young Living, so don't do this, but they don't really pursue it. They don't really care. Because they're like, well, they're an independent contractor, we could just get rid of them if need be. But they're making your brand, well, I mean, it's already terrible for what it is being an MLM, but they're making it look worse, and they just don't care, because again, they will hire whoever, whatever, it doesn't matter to them as long as they are making money. Anyone could be a part of an MLM, which they always use that as a selling point, anyone can do this, and it's sometimes being qualified for a job is a good thing. It's a really good thing. Boss Babe hiring assistant for her MLM. I'll be looking for a local office assistant at the start of the new year. It'll be 10 to 15 hours a week, $15 an hour, helping me with office-related tasks. Potentially some light housework on slower weeks. I do have pets in my home. Duties could include, but not limited to, organizing papers, data entry, putting away/organizing inventory, packaging orders, post-office runs, tidying office, designing basic graphics and letters. I do represent a direct sales company and will ask you to be open to learning about it in my office helping me. My business is my ministry and my entire heart. I need an assistant who respects that and wants to be a part of what I represent as a business owner. Please comment below if you'd be interested or know someone who would be possibly a good fit. I mean, what a way, because my guess is this is a way she has no intention of hiring somebody to be an assistant for her. Maybe she does. I guess I can't like make that assumption, obviously, but it's like a way to be like, well, clearly these people need work. I have work for them. If they just join me and they join my downline, I'm truly helping them. It's like, no, you're not. You were saying you will pay this person money to work for you, not the other way around of like, hey, pay this company money so that you can do the work for the company and not get paid for it unless you sell product and or get more people underneath you. It's this thing of like, oh, you clearly need a job. I have a job offer for you, but you won't accept it. Yeah, because people want to make money. They want to be paid for the work they do, not pay in to work for a company that doesn't pay them for their work unless like they sell and or recruit. Like you go into work, you expect to be paid for the hours you put in, but in an MLM, like we say a lot, you could work 24 hours a week you could do that every day for a year. If you don't sell and you don't get people underneath you, you're making no money. You are working so hard for literally nothing, and you have to keep buying into the company because they put out new products. They want you to have them and test them out. Plus, you usually have to like pay some sort of like, not all MLMs, but you do have to pay some sort of fee each month to be considered active. So yeah, you just get to give the company money while you work incredibly hard for nothing. Wow, what a great deal. But either way, let's say that she is hiring for a real assistant and the part of the job is like that you're open to hearing about my business and that basically you would have to join. She would nag you every single day to join. Why? That sounds like a horrible job. That is not worth 10 to 15 hours a week at $15. Not one bit. That's honestly worth zero. Like, not worth zero. That's worth... There is no price that you could pay me to have to sit each week for 10 to 15 hours and hear about an MLM pitch. There's no money. I didn't realize that MLM sellers could actually have brick and mortar storefronts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they necessarily are. Maybe certain ones you can. I mean, I guess if you own the brick and mortar, you can kind of do whatever you want with it. I'm sure there's somewhere in, like, doTERRA that says you can't do that. But then again, we know that Herbalife has storefronts, so I guess it's definitely possible. I know around where I live, I saw there was, like, this little sign, next to or on a building, and it said like doTERRA oils sold here, and it had nothing to do with oils, and I think they sold food, and I was like, well, I know to absolutely 100% avoid this business at all costs. I was a MP for Monat for 2 years and just quit. Quick story, my cousin, who was my hairstylist, quit working at the salon to do Monat full-time after she saw my hair transformation when she did my hair 2 years ago. Somehow, she conned me into becoming an MP under her when I was in a vulnerable state of being in school with no job. Long story short, when I started my career, I stopped giving about Monat and the products as they stopped working for my hair and made my scalp extremely thin, and she is butthurt over it. She gave me the guilt trip of, well, I'll be here waiting for you when you get sick of your 9 to 5 and want freedom. I rolled my eyes when she said that and said, yeah, no. Mind you, I make more money in a week of working my 9 to 5 that I get to clock out of with weekend and holidays off and benefits more than I did working my ass off, staring at my phone 24 hours a day in a month. In the Monat community, I was doing well, mind you. I was one rank away from caddy rank, and still it couldn't match what I make now in a week. I created a monster. Time freedom is not staring at your phone harassing people all day to make a living and barely seeing the money that came from that time. The free trips? Anyone can get those in a regular job for half the amount of work. It's honestly crazy to me how these girls literally think that they have the life. I bet most of them are so miserable. If you use my cousin, for example, on her Insta, it looks like she has an amazing life because she has photos of vacations and nice things, but in reality, she sits home all day on her phone drowning in debt, and her 4 kids get no attention from her because she's so consumed with her business. I don't know, man. The girls at the top are there because of timing, and it's super saturated now, and I wish people could see that they aren't going to get to the top like they did. This is all my cousin does and works her ass off, and she's not even close to the top, and it's been 2 years when both of her uplines at the top got to the status within 7 months. Wonder why? It's legit a cult, and I'm so happy my eyes are open. Me, along with the girls that were on my team, all decided to quit the same day and never look back because it's just not a way to live like they portray it. It's not financial and time freedom. Not even close. It's toxic positivity. Now I'm talked about in their group chat and told my hair looks like after I only washed it 1 time with non-Monate shampoo. Funny, because just a week ago they were saying how amazing my hair was. Also, my hair on my scalp is so thin and the product started to make my hair fall out, but my cousin told me it's from COVID. Goes to show you how brainwashed they are and catty. I could go on for hours, but I'll end my rant here. Feel free to share any stories if you were also a victim. This one, so happy this person and people in her downline got out. I love hearing stories of people who got out. And pretty much every single time we hear of stories of people who got out, they just confirm everything that we know to be true. Because everybody's stories match up in different MLMs. They're like, I never had time freedom. I didn't have money. I just portrayed this perfect life online because it's kind of what I was told to do, even though I'm, behind the scenes, I'm drowning in debt. But if I look like I'm not happy, then, my upline's going to come from me, or it's my fault. Like, I need to have this positive mentality. Otherwise, bad things will happen to me. But it's like, bad things are already happening to you. You're in debt. You're miserable. It has to do with the MLM industry. It doesn't have to do with you. You are doing nothing wrong. If you're constantly working, doing everything you're supposed to do and still not seeing the results that, weirdly enough, people at the top are telling you that you should by now, that is the industry's fault. That is not them as a person. I really hope that this person's cousin can, come to the realization that it's the MLM that's the problem, not her. And I'm not saying that maybe she doesn't think she's a problem. Maybe she thinks everybody else is the problem. Because of course, again, the moment that somebody gets out, the people who were a part of her tribe and her perfect circle of friends turn on her. Just the moment she's out, it's like, wow, her hair looks like crap because she's not using Monate. And I'm really, really hoping that this person, that they're able to fix their hair problems, because that sounds really scary, that their hair started to fall out because of Monate. Things we also hear all the time, right? Let's see what the comments say. Wow, I'm so glad you got out. What was it that finally clenched it for you that made you realize it was all bull? Or was it just the cumulative of all the things like the pay and hours and cattiness that just finally became too much? Somebody responded, hazarding a guess. She never intended to do this forever. This was just to hold her over until she could get a career. She couldn't have cared less about the sales job. Her first paycheck was a nail in the coffin as she realized she'd make more in a 40-hour work week than she ever did hustling for Monate. And then the OP said, spot on. So yeah, I'm sure she the second she got a full-time job and she got her first paycheck, she's like, whoa, this is this is money. This is the money that I thought I would have been making in Monate, and I'm working way less, and I actually get time away to do things that I want and not have to be on my phone 24/7, and I'm so much happier. It's this thing of they want you to believe that in an MLM, your mental health is first, and it's going to protect your mental health, and everything's going to be rainbows and roses. It's like, you're sitting on social media 24 hours a day. There is nothing healthy about that whatsoever. The vanity plate really sells it. So on the windshield it says Rodan and Fields, and then the license plate says, honestly, at first I read it as dumb job. like dyslexia. It was like dumb job. And I'm like, wait, no, it says dream job. And then I was like, no, it's definitely dumb job. We've all done it. You start your business and you're so excited to share with everyone. You even share with your friends already in network marketing. Yep, you do it once. You realize how gross it is and you don't do it again until you do. And that's what we are here to talk about. Poaching. Of course, someone who is successful and partnered with a network marketing company would be great for business. That's why they partnered with the company they partner with, because they believe in the products and the opportunity. So who are you to come in acting like you're going to offer them something they don't already have? That's not up to you, my friend. Sure, if somebody comes to you and is curious about your company, share away. Share all about the awesomeness that is your company. But y'all, we gotta stop poaching people. A, it's freaking illegal, so that's a big red flag. Second, it's not classy, nor is it respectful of this industry. You already are in this industry, and you know how powerful it can be for people and their lives. So why are we going to ruin that by partaking in shady business practices? Are there really no other people out there in the world than people who are already successful in this industry? I think there are plenty, in fact, and they're just waiting for you when it's the right time for them. You don't need people already partnered with other companies. Believe in yourself more than that. I see it too often, and it's weird. Stop making it weird, y'all. You're better than that, and I believe in you to build your team and your network more honestly and authentically. I swear, I will help to change this industry one reel at a time. If you are trying to grow a more authentic and organic business, register for my crappy course happening 12/28. The link to register is in my bio. Tag your squad and share this if you agree. Hashtag network marketing pro, hashtag NWN, hashtag network marketing tips, hashtag billionaire mindset. I just can't. This was all a way to be like, come join my class, pay me so that I can tell you how to find people more authentically. And I just love when they use words like authentically, or that it's not respectful for this industry. Yes, because if there's anything that network marketing is, it's super respectful of people's feelings and their time and their personal space, because we never see people promoting that you should message people all day long, every day, multiple times. If the person doesn't respond, send them another message, maybe a week later, maybe 3 days later. They don't respond to that, send them another message. Yeah, that's super respectful of people's time and totally waiting for them to come to you. No, you're told to just bother the crap out of them until they freak out at you and they're like, leave me alone, or they block you. You know, one of those two options, or just keep ignoring you. You know, that's also another option. But just this silly thing of like, you're doing it wrong, let me show you how to do it right. And it's like, maybe they're trying to sell a product to other people who happen to be in network marketing. They're like, hey, would you be interested in buying my product? But of course, no, we know that when you reach out to people in MLMs, it's just because you're trying to recruit them. Usually, almost never has to do with the product. I mean, sometimes. It's, maybe like 10% of the time it's about the products, and 99%, somehow I'm creating more percentages because it just seems like people are always trying to recruit. Always. I know what the comments say. I don't think she quite understands the term illegal. I guess I can't entirely blame her, since she's in an industry that invents terms like network marketing to replace the term pyramid scheme. Oh, isn't that the truth? I'm a bartender and single mom struggling. A regular at my work brought in Christmas gifts for me and my son. I was over the moon until I opened it. Arbonne! I mean, I guess at least it was free, but that's the thing with people in MLMs. Nothing is free, because clearly they had to pay for this, so then the fact that she gave it as a gift, she may or may not feel that this person that got the gift now has an obligation to her to either buy more and or sign up underneath her. It's like, don't you want to hear what I do and make all this magical money that we love to pretend that we make? No, I'm good. I'm really good. Really good. OP beware, they might ask later how you liked it. Just say you got some bad reaction. Any good review might make them target you. Absolutely. It's like, this may seem like a nice, simple gift, but we know with, network marketing, with MLMs, same thing. With MLMs, there is always an asterisk with everything they do. Even if it's coming off nice and just a nice gesture, there's always something more that will come along with it. Proudly promoting. In the last few trainings I've been in, I have learned that it's easy to forget how special Monade is when we've been in it for a long time. Monade's hardest obstacle is real life's easiest obstacle. What? In the workplace, I've been thinking about remembering why Monade is so special. Here's a few of those reminders. The compensation plan gives back 50 cents per dollar. Little to none legal risk. More time with family. 7 years young and nobody still knows about us. Fastest growing DC hair care company. Retires exhausted fathers and mothers. I love how my job isn't going anywhere and I can choose my paycheck. Okay, what does it mean? Monade's hardest obstacle is real life's easiest obstacle. Monade's hardest obstacle is real life's easiest obstacle. I don't know what that means. And then the reminders of more time with family. Maybe you are physically there more. Your family can see you physically, but doesn't mean you are mentally, emotionally there for them. You're, actually enjoying your time with them. And I think a lot of people get that mixed up. It's like, well, I am physically here with my family. I'm physically in the house, but I never actually spend time with them. So, at least they didn't say spend more time with my family, just more time with family as being a physical body in the house. And then this 7 years young and nobody still knows about us. And then they contradict themselves right after saying fastest growing DS hair care company. So no one knows about you yet you're the fastest growing. Tell me how that makes any sense whatsoever. And this whole claim, like, we're not oversaturated. No, you are. Comments say, 7 years young and nobody still knows about us. I don't know what that means, but it sounds not good. The class action attorneys may beg to differ. Yeah. I love also little to none legal risk. How about if Monade gets just shut down one day, just proven to be a pyramid scheme and they lose a bunch of money so they have to shut down and everybody loses their jobs tomorrow? Yeah, that's definitely a legal risk in my opinion. And we have reached the end of the video, so we all know what that means. It is meme time. So we have your next task is to convince enough family and friends to buy your inventory so you can avoid bankruptcy. And then it's a picture from Squid Game. Unfortunately, I have not seen Squid Game, but I do have a basic understanding for sure of what it is. So, I feel like if this was the case in like real MLMs, this would be every single person's face because you could not convince enough friends and family to get you out of bankruptcy by just buying from your MLM. Like it's not possible unless like you have a lot of friends and family. And I think even then, because not every single person in MLMs have just their friends and family in their downline. They at least have one or two though. It always seems like they do have a few. They're like, my mom or my sister is also in the company with me. And it's like, yeah, well, they were probably the first people you asked because they're always told to ask your friends and family first. Like, that's a totally normal thing to do. Just get your friends and family to also buy into this scammy scam. Alright, you guys, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!